Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday and I Love Huhnkie episode 252.3. Let's do that dancing, okay? Dancing. Uh, some steps with some footwork. All right? Yeah, sure. Dancing is fun and it's very uh good exercise. Some footwork, okay? So it's like, gosh, it's been such a long time, okay? Or just like this. Yeah, but I don't do footwork, okay? Because too technical, okay? I just do more freestyle dancing, like freestyle dancing. Yeah, that's mostly what I do. Like when I'm stretching, okay? So okay, woo, oh, like jellyfish dance. Wow, now I'm hot. Yeah, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Ooh, good exercise there. Woo, good exercise. Wow. Yeah. Woo. Okay, welcome back. We are back. Okay, welcome back. We are back. So let's continue to talk about religion, but of course I redo my hair because I take a full bath this evening. That's my Sunday routine, and uh, whatever. Anyway, anyhow, yeah, let's go to talk about religion, theology. After my hair is more or less. Whatever. Yeah. So yeah. Sure. Okay. I ran out of whiskey, but I had plenty of vodka. So uh, uh, yeah. Alaskan ginseng vodka. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's some leakage there. So okay. So theology, study of divinity, and for example, uh, let's ask ourselves this question. Okay. So is there something that exists in the universe that God did not create? It's a theological and philosophical question, okay? So, is there something in the universe that exists that God did not create? Still working on my hair. Well, so two possibilities. Possibility, one, there exists something in the universe that God did not create. That's possibility number one. Possibility number two. Logically, everything in the universe is created by God, or goddess, or gods, goddesses, divinity, creator. Okay, there's possibility number two. Okay? They are mutually exclusive possibilities. In logic, mathematical logic, they are called like set and then complement of the set and or like A and A, C, superscript. Or they logically what logical negation to each other. Okay, yeah. Can human being create something that God did not create? So possibility one, let's switch the order. Okay, yeah. Possibility one, God created everything, everything that exists or will exist in the future, or has existed in the past, or exists now in, at the present, they were created by God. The possibility number one, which is traditional position of some ancient religions. Okay, possibility number two. There is something in the universe that God did not create. Then who creates it? Humans, or plants, or animals. Huh? Yeah. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome. We're talking about theology, okay? Yeah. Study of divinity. Hmm. Also philosophy, okay? Now, 5 minutes back. Vocal rest. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Yeah, mighty profitable leaders, martial arts, education, creative development. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Thank you. Beautiful sunshiny day. Okay, welcome back. We're back. So it's a philosophical question. So now, possibility number one, God, there's nothing in the universe that is not created by God. Okay, God created everything. Okay, okay, that's possibility number one, which is advocated by traditional religions. Okay, God as creator. Okay, let's assume that for the sake of argument. Do I agree with that? Well, the truth is, I do not know. Okay, yeah, I'm only a human being. I have some theories. Okay, but I tend to agree with traditional religion, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, God is the only one who creates something. Okay, humans, we discover something that God created long time ago. Okay, so that's what I think. So I tend to agree with the traditional religion, you know, partially. Okay, but traditional religion regard God as good. Good, God is good. That is something I disagree with. That am I say God is bad? Well, what I think is God is maybe 99% good and 1% very bad because that's what's happening in the world, planet Earth. Outside of planet Earth, well, there's no life. Maybe there's UFO, aliens, space aliens. I don't know. I have not seen one. But yeah, some video footage in the internet and their accounts, like some Air Force commissioned officers, pilots, who actually had participated in some hearings in U.S. Congress a couple years ago. That sounds very credible. But UFO, does it necessarily mean like extraterrestrial ET out from outer space? Not necessarily. Maybe they live here. Maybe they're good at hiding, okay? Yeah. That's another interesting point. Okay, so according to Bible, okay, human being was created at the very last order. So kind of goes well with this evolutionism, where Homo sapiens, human species, is the most advanced, most evolved, improved species. Darwinism, evolution. And they kind of go well with this Bible's creationism, where being is basically the best work by God, the best creator, best creation of God. Okay? But UFO, it could be space alien or some kind of entity, but more evolved than human beings. And they're hiding on planet Earth. Maybe. Maybe they're just smarter than human species. Maybe they're different, more evolved species than human beings, but maybe they're good at hiding. But maybe they may live on planet Earth, which is more likely. Now, in physics, is speed of light the limit, maximum limit? It's not. Einstein was wrong, in my opinion. Okay, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I disproved it. I published it. Okay, there's no such thing as speed limit. In highway, yes, but in the universe, no. Speed of light is not the maximum speed limit. It's not, in my opinion. Okay, so Einstein was wrong. So am I saying I'm smarter than Mr. Albert Einstein? Yeah. Oh, I'm not making a joke. I know it sounds like a joke, yeah, but whatever. Wake up. Good morning. Yeah, we're talking about now science too. Sure. Science, religion, philosophy. Yeah, welcome to human school. Okay. Yeah. But possibility number one, yeah, God created everything, and there's nothing that exists that God did not create. Okay, so basically, humans we only discover we did not create anything. It's something God created a long time ago that we just discover. Okay, and that's a possibility. Okay, so in that line, in the possibility one, then there's no such thing as free will because God created everything, even our future action. God knows everything, omniscient. If we assume that, then there's no such thing as free will. In that assumption, God created everything. He also created our future action, future course. Like me raising my hand, it's all created by God. Screenplay, like a movie. In that assumption, God created everything, then freedom is an illusion. It does not exist. In that line of assumption that God created everything, okay? Yeah. Also, if God created everything, God created evil, Satan, bad ideology, bad stuff that exists in the world. Crime, violence, war. God created that stuff. Which means God is not always good. So those are points that I disagree with traditional religions because I'm a mathematician. Logic. Yes, I want to explain the universe, even God, in terms of logic. It may sound blasphemous, sacrilegious. I don't really care. Why? I do not belong to traditional religions, although I appreciate their theories. I do. I think they have at least very interesting stories and theories. Worthwhile reading about. Okay? But there are some points I disagree with. Okay. 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. Bucharest. Beautiful sunshine there. Ah, nice. Beautiful. Okay, now let's talk about Bible, which is I'm familiar with. Okay, and yeah, and I confess. Okay, humanology is influenced by Christianity, but it's not a sub branch of Christianity. Okay, it's just my background. Okay, so yeah, some positive influence. Yes, yes. Now, Mr. Jesus, I give him A for his poet as a poet. Mr. Jesus as a poet, I give him an A. But Mr. Jesus as a philosopher, I give him B. Okay. Uh, yeah, I apologize if I offend anybody, but it's not intended. Okay, so, but nobody here is captive audience. Okay, you do not have to watch this. Okay, so, okay, but my apology. Anyway, nonetheless, regardless. Okay, now, Mr. Jesus didn't really talk about like creation. Okay, I think he was too young. He was like what 32, 33 or something. I'm 47. Okay, so uh his philosophy, there are parts I agree, parts I disagree, and the parts I think is somewhat premature, immature. Okay, lacking depth. Okay, so okay, if yeah, we know there is it's a fact that evil exists, like crime, war, violence. Evil exists in the world. Okay, so then who created it? Some people say a human created evil. Okay. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, like Mr. Oscar Wilde, he's a Irish writer or British. I don't know. Maybe it's British. Okay. I don't know. But he said Oscar Wilde, if there is no evil, people would create one. Okay. So yeah, some people think that way because he was not exactly Christian, Oscar Wilde, okay, but Christians or is Muslims or Judaists, the Abrahamic religions, they believe that God is good. Okay, yeah, I respect that. Okay, so then who created evil? They kind of think that yeah, human being abused God-given free will and we created evil. That's most of them in Abrahamic religions, which I appreciate. That's most of them. That's what most of them believe. And Islam, in Quran, mentions a lot of passages in New Testament and also Old Testament. Okay, so original Islam really respect Judaism and Christianity that predates Islam. So original Islam. Okay, in Quran, they appreciate Christianity and Judaism. They do in Quran. Prophet Muhammad Allah. Okay, originally. Okay, now that's too shiny. It's too bright to my eyes. Um, okay, not many people talk about this, but there's some obscure passages in Old Testament. Not many people talk about. Okay, not many people know about. Well, I know because I read Bible 3 times. Okay, so uh, even in the Book of Genesis, God created snake, and according to Book of Genesis, Bible, Old Testament, snake is the most evil creature that God created. God created evil snake. So according to Bible, God created evil. I mean, they don't say it, but it's kind of implied that God created evil. It's implied, not explicit, but implicit. Also, in the book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah in Old Testament, yeah, this passage basically God is confessing, yeah, it was me. I created evil. Kind of confession session by God, okay, according to what book of Isaiah, okay? People don't talk about it, okay, but it's there. Okay? I know, I've read it. Welcome. Good morning. Hmm? What do you think? Do you think God created evil? What do I think? Yeah, I think God created evil. Why? Uh, cinema, cinematological theory on the creation of the universe. Okay, so like a movie or novel, fiction. Yeah, when I write a short story fiction, there's no evil there, but I can still make it interesting. Okay, but like Hollywood, okay, or whatever novel, movies, TV shows, they those writers, yeah, they create these villainous evil characters to make the story more interesting. Like in Superman movie, uh, Mr. Gene Hackman playing that evil character whose name I do not remember. I guess I do not have photographic memory after all. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah. or like Star Wars movie. Yeah, Darth Vader, right? And Batman movie, Joker. Hmm? Yeah, evil characters to make the story more interesting. And kind of like based on ancient religion of the book of the religion of fire, eternal fire, Zoroastrianism in Persia. Yeah, like today's Iran. Okay. Yeah, the eternal battle between good and evil, dualism. Okay, is from Zoroastrianism. Okay. So Hollywood movies adopted that concept, the fight between good and evil, to make the story more interesting. Okay, maybe God is like that. His story, human history. Maybe God wrote that screenplay. Maybe human history is like a movie or stage play. God, screenwriter. Human history is a movie. We humans, we are actors and actresses. Basically, kind of like analogy there. Okay, just like we are actors and actresses in a stage play, and God is the behind the scenes screenwriter. Whatever I do, whatever people do, we didn't memorize it, but actually it's pre-planned by God. So there's no free will. There's actors and actresses. That's one possibility. Is that the truth? I don't know what the truth is. I just have some theories. Huh? Is this is it scary? Well, in that possibility, that in that theory, there's no such a thing as free will. That may sound somewhat jarring, but I don't think it's that scary though. Okay, so what difference does it make? But it's a philosophically interesting point though, so that's why I brought it up. Okay, yeah. Welcome. Uh, Look, I recommend you to change your name. Okay, it's too negative. Okay, yeah, please. Okay, change your name to something more positive. Okay, virus break, vocal rest. Okay, now time check. It's been like 30 minutes. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. Vocal rest. Thank you. Welcome to Humanize School. Humanize Show. Right. Yeah. We're talking about philosophy, but it's interesting, right? Yeah. That's the magic of humanology. Okay. Where education meets entertainment. Vice versa. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Let me get some wine. Yeah. So, uh, now let's talk about Mr. Justice theory. Okay, he didn't really talk about like God creating evil. The way Mr. Jesus saw the world 2,000 years ago, uh, is, in my opinion, is not a very deep thinking, Mr. Jesus. Okay, I appreciate Mr. Jesus. I love him. I'm a huge admirer of Mr. Jesus. Actually, okay. That's why I enjoy talking about him. I talk about Mr. Jesus all the time, okay? Because I like him, okay? I do, okay? But I have some criticism, okay? So he's young, he was 20, was 33 years old. So I see some lack of depth in his philosophy, his theories, his theology, okay? He was young, okay? I see some immaturity there in his thinking, okay? According to Bible, because nobody knows what he said, what he thought, but Bible have some record of him. That's all we got. There's no other document, no literature other than New Testament Bible. That's all we have about it. Okay? He didn't really write books, publish it. No, he didn't. Okay, but all right. But back in the days, yeah, they did have some papyrus. Some people wrote, but Mr. just didn't. This secondary account, other people listened to him, Mr. Jesus, and then other people remembered and they wrote it down. So it's secondary, second-hand account of Mr. Jesus' theories. Okay? And I see some immaturity there. Like Mr. Jesus assumed that God is always good. But Mr. Jesus, his worldview, very immature, okay? He saw human being as evil. The world is governed by Satan. That's why Mr. Jesus said, you should not join the mainstream, the world. You should get out of it. So follow me, Mr. Jesus. I'm not Mr. Jesus. I'm acting. Okay. Yeah. So people, you follow me. Get out of the world. Stop working. Do not belong to the world. Follow me. So his 12 disciples, right? The initial 12 disciples, most of them were fishermen. Okay. Yeah, they have good job. They catch fish, sell in the fish market, but they lost their jobs thanks to Mr. Jesus. Mr. Jesus said, yeah, hey, stop working. Don't catch fish anymore. Follow me. Join me. So they basically built a church, which is not a bad thing. And did they make money? Yeah, actually, a lot more money, actually. Donation money, okay? Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, we'll talk about religion, history, philosophy, everything, okay? Yeah, welcome. Good morning. So like, but you can be sort as career transition, okay? So former fishermen, now they are pastors. Yeah, welcome. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll talk about Christianity, Mr. Jesus, his disciples, okay? Making career transition from fisherman, Mr. Jesus, carpenter. Later on, they became basically church pastors, preachers, street preachers, ministers, which is not a bad thing. No, no. I guess it could be legitimate. Okay, sure. People do that even today, right? They go to seminary school and become pastors. Before that, they have different jobs, right? Yeah, I've seen. Okay, yeah, career transition. That's not a bad thing. Come to think about it, no. So initial Christian church, Mr. Jesus, 12 disciples, they made a lot of money, donation money. Okay, yeah. And Mr. Judas Iscariot is the accountant holding the money bag. Okay, yeah. They made that much money. Okay. Mr. Jesus, he was like a rock star, like TV minister, tele-evangelist, making big money, like down in Texas, right? Yeah. Mr. Jesus was like that. Okay. So they made good money as pastors, ministers. Okay. Yeah. Original Christian church headed by Mr. Jesus, under him, 12 disciples, 2,000 years ago. They made bigger money than as a carpenter, as a fisherman. They maybe it was a good move financially. I'm not being cynical. No, I'm being objective. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, 5 minutes break, please. Yeah, vocal rest. Mighty proud future leaders. Martial arts, education, crowd development. Okay, thank you. Mighty proud. Yeah, 5 minutes vocal rest. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're amazing. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very cool. Okay, now let me look up real quick on the internet. Okay, Mr. Moses, the prophet of Judaism, what's his birth year? Is what 1000 BC or something? Oh yeah, about 1000 BC, 1300 BC. That's what I thought. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, so Zoroastrianism, like Mr. Prophet of Persia, Mr. Zarathustra, Zoroaster. Okay, so the religion of eternal fire in Persia, today's Iran, and today's Iran respect that religion. Okay, because it's theirs. Okay, they're the descendants. Okay. And the but Zoroastrianism is about 500 BC, and Judaism predates by 800 years. Okay, so Zoroastrianism did not influence Judaism because Judaism predates Zoroastrianism by 800 years. Okay, and they stick to the original. Okay, at least they try. Okay, but Zoroastrianism about 500 BC, in my opinion, and also other scholars' opinions, heavily influenced Christianity and also Islam. It's dualism. Okay, yeah, afterlife, heaven, eternal hell. Okay, but Iran is Muslim country. Okay, but they still respect Zoroastrianism because it's theirs. Persia, descendants of Persia. Okay. Okay, yeah. So they still maintain that eternal fire in Temple of Zoroastrianism. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hmm? Uh, 무슨 차가 vodka? Yeah. This one is bottomed out. Okay. But I have another one. Okay. So. Oh. I think that's what we can for. Okay. So relaxation. Talk about religion, philosophy. Okay. History. Sure. Drinking chaga vodka slowly. Because I want to enjoy. Okay. I also drive slowly because I enjoy driving. Okay. So there's no rush. I wake up very early in the morning, Monday to Friday. Okay. Cheers. No, I don't drink and drive. Okay. I drink and sleep. Okay. During the weekends. Now, yeah, Zoroastrianism dualism. Okay, it's kind of like binary, black and white, zero and one, like computer science. Okay, so Boolean algebra. Okay, yeah, zero and one, binary, or computer. Zoroastrianism is kind of like that. Okay, black and white, yeah, good and evil, and heaven and earth, or afterlife, this life and afterlife, dualism too. Okay, and in afterlife, yeah, subdivision, yeah, eternal heaven, eternal hell. Those are original ideas from Zoroastrianism. She influenced Christianity and Islam, in my opinion, and in many scholars' opinions that I've read. Okay, yeah, and Mr. Jesus possibly influenced by Zoroastrianism, like Persia, Pharisees. Okay, yeah, kinda. Okay, yeah, so I read about it. Okay, yeah, linguistical connection there. And Mr. Jesus saw the world as okay, this world is governed by Satan, evil, so you need to get out of it, out of mainstream society. So quit your job and follow me. And basically become church pastors. And that's fine. Okay, yeah. I appreciate Christian churches. I do. I have very positive influence from them. Yeah. Good community. Okay. Yeah. I used to be a Christian. Okay. Good influence there. Okay. I appreciate it. But in that assessment by Mr. Jesus, according to the Bible, the world is evil, so you need to get out of there. I partially agree and partially disagree with that assessment. Okay, so mainstream ideologies, some of them are good, some of them are bad. I make independent judgment. Okay, so but not everybody has to quit their jobs and become church pastors. Some of them do, which is great. Okay, yeah, appreciate it. Diversity. of Korea track. But not everybody need to do that. In my opinion, it's not good if everybody does that because we need carpenters, we need fishing people, whether they're male or female, fishermen, fisher women. We need them. We need farmers. If everybody become church pastors, how can we eat food? Mr. Jesus did not like government. He's a little bit of anarchist, okay? A little bit. Too liberal, okay? So he did not like government. He did not like government. He paid a tax to Roman Empire. Okay, he did. Okay, so how did he pay the tax, Mr. Jesus, according to Bible? He told his disciples, okay, yeah, go ahead. You used to be fisherman, so yeah, for old time's sake, I'm paraphrasing, okay, for old time's sake, yeah, go back to the lake or ocean, catch some fish for old time's sake, okay, and the very first fish, yeah, open the fish's mouth, you'll find a coin. Yeah, there we go. That's your tax, okay? Yeah. Pay tax with that money, okay? Okay. Interesting story. Yes. Mm. I like it. Okay. Miracle. Okay. Sure. Is that poetic? Mr. Jesus walking on the water. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. This inspired some Superman movie. The Zod from what played what not played but what was that the planet? Yes, I'm hungry. Okay. Uh, planet. What that where Superman came from in that movie. Okay. So I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. Whatever the planet's name is. Okay. Yeah, Zod, villainous character walking on the water. Yeah, inspired by Mr. Jesus walking on the water. Okay, so okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of getting drunk actually. Oh, kryptonite, krypton. Okay. Kind of random walk. Talk about whatever. Yeah, we need some religious leaders, but Mr. Jesus saying like government is evil, mainstream world is evil, it's governed by Satan. So you need to escape again from the mainstream ideologies and you need to follow me, Mr. Jesus. I see some goods and bads in that theory, okay? Mainstream ideologies. Yeah, there's some bad ones and there's some good ones too. Like, do not commit any crimes. That's mainstream ideology. Legality. That's a good thing. Pay the tax. In my opinion, that's a good thing, okay? Yeah, because government people, many of them are my friends. They're good people. They are very professional people. I used to work for government too. I have friends there. They're nice. They're professional. They may not be perfect human beings, but we need them. So Mr. Jesus, in my opinion, he was too young. Okay, I was young once. Okay, I understand. I've been there. Okay, like he's like early 30s. Mr. Jesus was kind of rebellious. Okay, like rebel without a cause. That's like what James Dean movie in Hollywood, right? I think Mr. Jesus was kind of like that, kind of immature. I understand. I've been there. I was like that too. Uh, rebel without a cause, just resist activism. Yeah. But yeah, I've been to politics, so I met good politicians in Alaska. The kind of local politicians who actually care about people, who voted for them, okay? Good ones. Some of them are my mentors too, okay? They are good politicians. They work long hours. They don't get paid very well, local politicians, okay? But they are public servants. They really care about people, okay? Good kind of politicians. I met them when I was into politics 5 years ago. Okay. Okay. But now, time check. Has it been 1 hour yet? Yes, it's been 1 hour. Yeah, let's ventilate, okay? Yeah. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Thank you. We'll call rest. Ventilation. Yeah, some personal stories, sure. The calling, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like Mr. Jesus calling 12 future disciples, yeah, follow me, okay? So, yeah, I have some similar experience, like epiphany, like that, okay? Back then when I was Christian, okay, I was in San Jose, California, okay? After 3 years between 2006 and 2009 in Los Angeles, California, I lived there, okay? But I moved out to San Jose, California, okay? Why? Los Angeles, California, very dry. It's like desert, dry, hot. So I suffer from constipation. So I could not live there anymore. I need to go to Northern California where it rains. It's cooler. It's more moist. So it's health reasons. Because I'm very sensitive. Okay. And I was a computer programmer. Okay. So San Jose, California, there's like about 30 minutes south of San Francisco, so Silicon Valley. Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, I did some interviews, including, yeah, Firefox, Mozilla. Okay. Yeah, web browser. Uh, Interview was scheduled, but I canceled. Okay. Yeah. Hey, thank you for interview opportunity, but decided to join the U.S. Army instead. Okay. And I some interviews with some gaming companies, like video game companies in San Jose, California. It was going well. I could have gotten a job in Silicon Valley. Okay. But I decided to join the US Army instead. Why? One day, it was beautiful sunshine day. Okay. I stayed in a one room, two-story house, kind of fraternity a little bit. Okay. So yeah, the residents there, they're like college students or undergrad. Okay. And they had this room. Okay, so I rented that room. Okay, for maybe 2 to 3 months. Okay, until I get a new job in Silicon Valley as a computer programmer. Okay, so San Jose. Okay, yeah, great town. So there's nice television, cable TV. So yeah, GoArmy.com. Okay, yeah, join the U.S. Army. Be all you can be. Okay, so I watched that advertisement there in the house. Okay, I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so and they're college students. There's some part-time jobs in restaurants. Okay, so everybody's gone. I was alone in this nice house. Okay, that kind of fraternity house. Okay, and then yeah, second story of this house, balcony, nice view of San Jose. Okay, yeah, just drinking beer between jobs, applying to jobs. So I was alone in the house at the time, around maybe noon, 2 p.m. Everyone's gone. Okay, so they went to school or their part-time job in a restaurant. I was alone, drinking beer like this, balcony, railing, and then look at the nice view of San Jose. Okay, so then the calling. Back then I was Christian. Okay, yeah, I remembered Mr. Jesus saying, "What you do to the least of all is what you do to me." With charity. Okay, then I started crying alone. Yeah, I had those Christian epiphany moments about 2 to 3 times in my life. Okay, when I was a Christian. Okay, so and it was one of those moments. I started crying. Okay. Because back then I was thinking about okay getting a job as a computer programmer in Silicon Valley, Northern California, San Jose. Okay, or maybe I'll apply to law school. Well, yeah, I was studying for law school admission test as and also I was applying to computer programmer job, software engineer job in Silicon Valley. Okay. But I did neither of those options. I joined the US Army, 2009, yeah, in San Jose, California. Because I had this epiphany, Christian epiphany moment. Okay, what you do to the least of all is what you do to me. So yeah, I started crying. I did. When was that? I think it's like, okay, 2009, maybe around maybe June or July, around there. Okay, yeah, summertime. Okay, but not too hot because Northern California. Okay, yeah, like As opposed to getting a high-paying job in Silicon Valley as a computer programmer, as opposed to going to law school, how about I humble myself and join the U.S. Army as a junior enlisted soldier? It will be less glorious, less money, but I regarded that concept as a direct order from God, and I obeyed it. But back then I was a Christian. Now I'm not. But do I sometimes think that Mr. Jesus is actually Son of God? Sometimes I do think that. Yeah, I'm being honest. Many times I think that maybe Mr. Jesus was actually Son of God. Because he worked out so well. So I joined the U.S. Army, okay? It's wonderful recruiting, U.S. Army recruiting station in San Jose, California, next to Walmart, okay? I went there. I met the U.S. Army sergeants, recruiting school. They've been through recruiting school, okay? So, yeah, they have this patch, okay? U.S. Army recruiters, okay? They are like job counselors. They're like therapists. They know how to deal with people, okay? They're amazing people, okay? They're like job counselors, okay? Therapists. They're trained in that department, okay? So they were like, I was like, I'm sold. Show me where to sign. I joined the U.S. Army, okay? There's a warm reception, this welcoming attitude, and they made me feel like, oh, Huhnkie Lee, you are appreciated. We welcome you with open arms. I was like, wow, mesmerized, hypnotized. I was like, brainwashed. I'm sold. Show me where to sign. Show me where to sign. I did not know anything about GI Bill. I did not know anything about veterans benefit. I just joined. Okay. Yeah. So they told me US Army recruiters, San Jose, California. Yeah, you need to pass the PT test. To 2009, I was 31 years old. I'm 47, so that was 16 years ago. Well, I remember everything. Some important events like that. Okay. Yeah. I remember their faces, US Army sergeants. Okay. I do not remember their names though. Okay. So, some African American gentleman, Hispanic American gentleman. Okay. In the recruiting station. I remember their skin color. Uh, their age level in their 30s or 40s. Okay, yeah. I do not remember their names though. Yeah. they're like US Army recruiters, like job counselors. They're trained in that department. They're like therapists in psychology, psychiatry. Okay, very welcoming. Okay, and then like I was sold. I was like, yeah, show me where to sign. I felt appreciated. I felt welcomed. I'm about to cry, okay? Crying is healthy. I cry at least once a week when I watch some nice music videos or movie clips, okay? Yeah, crying is healthy emotionally, physically. Let the water on. Plumbing, okay? Yes, yes. Catharsis, okay? So I felt welcomed. I felt accepted. I felt appreciated. Appreciated. And they told me, yeah, you had to pass the PT test, physical training test, okay, physical fitness training, PFT, okay. You have to do push-ups, sit-ups, tomorrow run. Back then I was 31 years old, okay. Yeah, so yeah, sure, no problem, okay. Yeah, so I trained alone in San Jose, California, okay. Yeah, push-ups, sit-up, tomorrow run, no problem. I also studied ASVAB test. Like was ASVAB stand for like battery test, whatever. Yes, I went to bookstore, bought a book, studied it. Okay, I scored like 100%. Okay, so yeah, some mechanics, nuts and bolts, some elementary mathematics. Okay, and some English. ASVAB test to join U.S. military. Okay, yeah, I scored 100%. Okay, because I studied for it. And I served in the U.S. Army for 4 years. I never saw combat, but I was 94 Romeo, electrician for helicopters, technical job, okay. Soldering, repairing, electronics for helicopters, okay? Yeah. And I got job, 4 year after 4 years service, active duty, okay? Yeah, I went to Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School. For free? Yeah. Job, paid for everything. So it worked out very well for me, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lawyer in Alaska now, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe Mr. Jesus actually is son of God. Maybe he is, yeah. I do not know. But many times I think that the theory may be right. Maybe Mr. J is son of God, okay. I don't know. But sometimes I think that, okay. Yeah. Because somebody worked out for me, okay. Yeah, so I think Mr. Jesus, okay. Now, time check. Confession session, huh? Okay. We got more than 30 minutes left. Full rest. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting drunk. Okay, so 5 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, some story time. Huh? Yeah, sure. Yeah, can do that. Yeah. So yeah, I joined the U.S. Army 2009 at the age of 31 years old. I have like bachelor's degree, computer science. So they gave me this rank, E4 specialist, E5 the sergeant, non-commissioned officer. Okay, so just below that. Okay, because I have a college degree. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, it was nice. Okay. At the age of 31, 2009. I was born in 1978. Okay, so yeah, and my colleagues in U.S. Army basic combat training in Fort Benning, Georgia, they're like 18, 19, out of high school. Most of them, okay. Like I was 31. My U.S. Army colleagues, most of them 18, 19, okay, just out of high school. So age gap, 31 minus 18, that's 13 years old. 13 years, right? Yeah. They're like 10 years younger than me, more than 10 years. Young people, yeah, teenagers, 18, 19, out of high school. Back then, Fort Benning, Georgia is in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, yeah. Fort Benning, the home of infantry. Okay, so back then it was all boys school. Okay, we appreciate females, yes, but back then it was all boys school. Okay, yeah, the teenager guys. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about US Army days back in the days, okay? Yeah. Fort Benning, Georgia. Yeah, yeah. Welcome. My professor leaders. Martial arts, education, culture development, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Welcome. My professor leaders. Yeah. You're amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Hmm. So Fort Benning, Georgia, 2009, about September, August, around that time, okay. 2009. Like, now it's 10:26, so 26 minus 9. 17 years ago, but I remember everything there. Fort Benning, Georgia, I remember everything. Oh, yeah. 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 I have good memory, okay? Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. So, I was 31 years old when I joined the US Army, 2009. My colleagues, Fort Benning, Georgia, they're like 18, mostly 18, 19 years old, teenagers out of high school, okay? And so age gap by 13 years, okay? Okay, young people in America, okay? Fort Benning, Georgia, back then it was all boys school, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, welcome, yeah. Good morning, yeah. Hmm? Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my professional doors. Yeah. Yeah, continuing education, career development, and then martial arts. Yeah, thank you. My professional doors. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this Chinese Kung Fu greeting, okay? Martial arts education, career development, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Cheers. Hmm? Thank you. Yeah. So some US Army days back in 2009, like 26 minus 9, what, 17 years ago. I remember, okay, so I was 31 years old, and my colleagues in US Army. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Mighty proud future leaders. Yeah, continue education, career development, and learn martial arts, okay? Yeah, I'm very proud of you. You're great. You're amazing. Okay? Future leaders. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. So in the US Army days, Fort Benning, Georgia, 2009, 17 years ago, like my colleagues in US Army, student soldiers, they're like 18, 19, teenagers. Me, I was 31 years old. So I was like, how would they react to this older guy in US Army basic combat training in Fort Benning, Georgia? Uh, I was surprised. They really liked me. They're teenagers, late teens, 18, 19. They graduated from high school. They joined the US Army. Back then, Fort Benning, Georgia is all boys school, okay? So, and they really liked me, my fellow student soldiers, Fort Benning, Georgia. I was surprised because I was like, how would they react? This 31 years old guy, like 13 years older than they are. I was surprised that they liked me. Maybe they saw me as an uncle, although there are very few Asians there, okay? Mostly, yeah, there are white people, black people, Hispanic people, okay? Very few Asians in US Army, okay, back then. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for appreciation. Yeah, so, but I'm kind of older guy, okay, 31 years old. My colleagues, 18, 19, in their late teens, okay, so, but somehow they liked me. Maybe they saw me as an uncle. Yeah, I do appreciate that, okay, so basic combat training in US Army or Bank, Georgia is very well designed program. It's like patience training. They made us to wait long line, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 1 hour to get our food in chow hall defect dining facility. Okay, so it's by design. Okay, intentional planning design. Okay, long line, all boys, long line. We are hungry, but finally it's our time to eat. They did not give us much time to eat. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's by design, it's intentional planning. Okay, so we got 10 minutes, 15 minutes to eat after waiting 1 hour, long line. And the drill sergeants, Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training, US Army. Okay, many of them are younger than me. I was 31. Many of those drill sergeants, they were in their late 20s. Okay, so they went easy on me. US Army drill sergeants, Fort Benning, Georgia. Okay. They went easy on me because most of them are younger than me. Okay, they're like late 20s. I was in my early 30s. Okay, so they went easy on me. Okay, yeah, because I was older than many of them. Okay, they respected my age, being older than them, maybe by 3 years, 2 years. Okay, so but some drill sergeants in Fort Benning, Georgia, they're actually older than me. Okay, but still, they really liked me. I was so loved. Basic combat training by drill sergeants. Yeah, whether they're younger than me, older than me, it does not matter. Because I was like 31 years old. So drill sergeants younger than me, they really respected me being older than they are. Drill sergeants older than me, they respected me. Well, they appreciated me for joining the US Army older than usual. Okay, at the age of 31, they appreciated that. Even drill sergeants who are older than me, okay. Yeah, they liked me. Army boot camp, okay, in U.S. Army, okay, Fort Benning, Georgia. But I was surprised, even shocked. There very few Asians there, okay, mostly like blacks, whites, Hispanics, okay, very few Asians, okay, but different races. Mostly they're like back in the days. Fort Benning, Georgia, all boys school, okay. We were straight people, okay, but they liked me, okay. Yeah, I appreciate them liking me, my colleagues, mostly teenagers, my drill sergeants in their late 20s. I was 31. And other drill sergeants older than me, okay. But they really liked me, and I was surprised, pleasantly. Like, who are these people? I was like, wow. You know, in human school, we don't like wars, violence, crimes. We don't want that, okay. But my experience in U.S. Army, it was very peaceful, okay. Yeah, push-up, sit-up, 2 mile run, 10 mile rucksack march. Yes, good exercise, good discipline, good physical education. Yeah, physical is strong, then mental is strong, okay. Now time check. We have 2 hour limit here. How many minutes do we have? Yeah, I guess we have 20 minutes left. Okay, good. 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay, yeah. Welcome to Humor School. Okay, yeah. 5 minutes break. Yeah, I'm kind of getting drunk. All right, but yeah, story time. Sure. Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah. So it was very positive experience when I was in the U.S. Army. Okay, so yeah, it's not about war. It's more about physical training. Okay, so push up, sit up, 2 mile run, 10 mile rocks and Mars, something like that. Okay, so it was nice. I got good training there, education. Okay, so it was nice. Yeah. I very value, cherish that experience. Yeah, it was very positive experience for me. Yeah, Fort Benning, Georgia, home of infantry. Nice. I was not infantry, 11 Bravo. Well, I appreciate them. Okay, yeah, there's more strict discipline there. Infantry people like Rangers, Special Forces. Okay, Delta Force. Okay, I was 94 Romeo, electrician for helicopters. Okay, but I got good training there. Okay, so yeah, but I got some special treatment because I was older than my colleagues. I was older than many of drill sergeants. I was 31 years old when I joined the US Army. So I got some special treatments, okay? Although there are very few Asians, okay? They're like blacks, whites, Hispanics. They're cool people, okay? Yeah. But very few Asians, okay? So it's not racial preference. No, it's by age preference because I was older than they are. It happened in America, okay? Not Korea. In Korea, yeah, age, seniority by age is important in Korean concept, Asia. But it was in America, US Army, okay? But they still had that. I'm glad. I was surprised. In America, kind of the West, European influenced, they still have retained the concept seniority by age, which is very important in Asia, like Korea, China, Japan, okay. But I did not quite know it existed in the Western world, like America, okay. But they still had that, okay, and I was surprised. Yeah. Mhm. They respected me because I'm older than they are, okay. I was like, wow, really? In the U.S. Army for Ben, Georgia. I did not expect that. It was a pleasant surprise for me. I was like, wow, impressive. Mhm. Fond memories, right? Yeah, it was nice. So, basic combat training for Bank Georgia, right? It is did not give us too much time to eat, but long waiting lines, sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes around there, okay? Waiting line. Yeah, my fellow student soldiers, teenagers, right? They're great. Okay, they're born and raised in America, right? They can be black, white, brown, okay, all different races. But back in the days, Fort Benning, Georgia, 2009, all boys school, okay, so yeah, we all straight people, okay, so and they'll tell me stories. Nice, yeah, okay, thank you. And I told them my stories, okay, so mutual, two-way street, okay. I was 31, they're like 18, 19. For mutual education, story time. It was nice. Yeah. During waiting time to get our food, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah, we exchanged some information, stories. It was nice. And these teenagers in US Army, they really liked me. Maybe because I'm a good listener. Yeah, you're 18 years old, 19 years old. You graduate from high school. You join the US Army. I'm 31 years old. I'm about the age of your uncle, about 13 years older than you are, but still, I'm a very good listener. I want to learn from you, young people. Yeah, teach me. Tell me your stories. I'm curious. Younger generation, what do they experience? What are their stories? I'm very curious. I'm eager to learn from younger people, teenagers, and they'll tell me stories, okay? And they really liked me, okay? I'm not just lecturing them. No, I'm a learner. I'm a good student. I learn from younger people like you, okay? Because I'm curious about how they experience back in the day in high school. They're American US Army soldiers, okay? Student soldiers. Yes, how was your high school? Did you go to prom dancing party when you graduated from high school? But I was in South Korea. We did not have prom party. But we saw in the movie, American movie, okay? Prom night. Tell me about it. You're American teenagers. Just graduate from high school, okay? How was your prom? I'm eager to learn from your experience, American experience in American high school, prom night. Tell me, please. Yeah. Waiting for food, like 1 hour long line, US Army, Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training, Army boot camp, okay. So yeah, so we talk until it's our turn to eat food. Okay. So I became hugely popular when I was US Army, okay. I was like local celebrity, okay. So they were like, oh, there's this Asian guy, 31 years old, willing to listen from American high school graduate, 18 years old, 19 years old, late teen, okay. Yeah, he's willing to listen to us and he's very curious about this American culture. Heavy, thick Korean Asian accent, 31 years old. I become local celebrity, okay. They really loved me. We all straight people, okay? But still, kind of brotherhood, right? Yeah, they really liked me, okay? US Army. Drill sergeants, they adored me, okay? They went easy on me. Hmm? Now time check, we have time limit, okay? So, we got 10 minutes left. So it was nice experience, okay? Worked out very well. Hmm? Yeah, but no more wars, no more violence, no more crimes, okay? In human rights school, what we want, physical education, exercise, like push-ups, running, jogging, stretching, martial arts, dancing, more physical exercise, okay? Healthy diet, okay, yeah, so that's good education from US Army, okay, so okay. Human rights, yeah, martial arts, okay, so appreciate other countries, their history, their traditions, their religions, cultures, their languages, foreign languages, okay, so very important, okay, so diversity, okay, yeah, good kind of diversity, okay, so yeah, yeah, it was nice. I remember everything. Basic combat training, about 2 to 3 months, 2009. I remember everything there. the food truck. I feel so hungry. Oh, it was by design. It's a kind of starvation training, okay? They did not give us too much time to eat when it was our time to eat food after waiting 1 hour long line. All boys, okay? We got 15 minutes to eat after waiting for 1 hour. Then drill sergeant come. Get away from my salad bar. Yeah, the shark attack, okay? You saw me. Best commentary with shark attack. Okay, yeah, get away from my salad bar. We were like, yes, there is Sergeant. Okay, so we do not get vegetables today. Okay. It was so funny. There is sergeants. There's great sense of humor. Yelling, "Get away from my salad bar!" Oh yeah, oh, yeah. Yes, there is sergeant. Yeah. So no vegetables today. Okay. It's so funny. There is sergeants. Great sense of humor. Okay. It was nice. It's funny. Fond memories. So that particular evening, no salad bar, no vegetables. Yeah, so we went back to our table. Okay, maybe some meat, some bread, but no vegetables. Hopefully, we do not get constipation next day. Hopefully, we do not get constipation next day. Okay. Maybe some peanut butter package that we hid in our pocket. Yeah, nuts, peanut butter. Maybe have some dietary fiber there. So that when we go to bathroom, we'll have easier time when we let her out in bathroom. Okay, yeah. So some people do that. Okay, yeah. It's a peanut butter plastic package hiding in their pocket. Yeah, I've seen them doing that. Okay, I didn't. But I saw them doing it. Okay, so some U.S. Army soldiers. Okay, my fellow stone soldiers, basic combat training, Fort Benning, Georgia. Okay, they will hide this peanut butter package in plastic package, hide in the pocket, and eat it in their bunker bed because they're so hungry. Yes, just shoot some honey, sugar in there. Oh, yeah, peanut butter. Okay, yeah, some dietary fiber there, some calories, carbohydrates, and I've seen them doing it. Okay, they told me about it. Okay, I did not see it in person, but I heard about it. Some people do that. I didn't. It's not a fast. Okay, yeah, we are allowed to. Yeah, peanut butter package. Is it off the rule? Maybe, but I don't need to do that. Okay, because yeah, I can eat pretty fast. Yeah, no vegetable that day, no problem. Okay, so I just eat bread, meat, whatever. Okay, so vegetables, salad, garden, overeaten, salad, the cabbages. Maybe tomorrow. That was my attitude. Okay, so now time check. Time check. We're having a lot of fun, right? Yeah, we're like 5 minutes left. Okay, so I have so many other stories that I remember from U.S. Army Korea. Okay, 4 years. Okay, but in human school, we educate for world peace, understanding. Okay, and yeah, evolution. Yeah, let's take time. There's no hurry. Slow process, progress in evolution. It takes a long time to go to the next step in evolution in biology, human history, animals, plants. It takes a long time to evolve to the next stage. We understand that in human school, okay? Let them take time. There's no rush. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I made friends in inventory, okay? They're like post officers, okay? To make foreign country to get better. No terrorism, okay? No crimes, okay? Yeah, I appreciate them, okay? Delta Force, Rangers, infantry, special forces. I have many friends there in U.S. Army. Okay, so, yeah, okay. They're like post officers. Okay, yeah, they're helping other countries. Okay, so that they get better. Okay, but in my opinion, yeah, yeah, let's just enjoy life, pursuit of happiness. Okay, exercise, diet, healthy hobbies, or martial arts, dancing, um, writing, acting, directing and producing movies or fine arts, drawing and digital arts. Okay, that's all good. Okay. Modeling, okay, beauty, fine arts. Nice. Now time check. Yeah, 5 minutes left. Okay, yeah, professionalism. Okay, yeah, like we work as a computer programmer, as a lawyer, as a pastor, preacher, or as an accountant, engineer, scientist, actor, actress, models, fashion models, or artist, sculptor, painter, okay, fine arts, right, or musicians, diversity of career. In human school, we appreciate good kind of diversity of careers, okay, yeah, business owners, yeah, nice. Okay, so be ambitious, pursue your dream, go get it. Yeah. We are saving the world in our small ways, right? Yeah. Business owners, they create jobs. Nice, right? We appreciate that. College professors, they teach younger people, students. How nice. Or parents. Oh, yeah, they educate their children. Grandparents, they educate their grandchildren, okay? Nice, okay. So we are doing our job, okay? That's what matters. Okay, yeah. I'll see you next time, okay? It's been 2 hours. Thank you. My proud future leaders, the contemporary generations and past masters, older generations. We love everybody, okay? Thank you. I'll see you later. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, welcome to Human School. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to Human School, okay? I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you. Yep, thank you. Mhm. Yeah, nice.